My sputum culture resulted today. There were 4 strains of the Pseudomonas.
I'm telling them about cactus and coffee.
No!
Good morning, guys. I'm ready for my second cup of coffee for the day. Last night, Mary said to me, "You know what tomorrow is, don't you?" I was like, "Tomorrow? I don't think we have anything on the calendar tomorrow." She goes, "It's date day." The last couple of weeks, we've tried to make a date out of our Fridays, and so we might get Chinese food, Indian food, some kind of food tonight for dinner. But, so that's kind of fun. But Mary started her 2 oral antibiotics last night, or no, she got both doses because we went out at like noon. They were ready at the pharmacy. We picked them up. She did those couple of doses. Last night she was kind of feeling weird and nauseous from kind of like a dizzy and a nauseous. I think the doxycycline does it to her. She's on doxy and levoquin. Anyways, so she's not feeling great. She spent, it's afternoon now. I've been working up in my office. We've got kind of a project we're working on. I can't really tell you guys too much about it, but soon I will. And I've been working on that, and it's kind of like that afternoon lull. I finished kind of a lot of the stuff I wanted to get done today, and I was like, "Hey honey, you want to go have a cup of coffee?" So I think Mary's gonna come down and we're gonna share this cup of coffee and plan out our date evening. Guys, I feel like we show you this every day, but it's just so great. Okay, I gotta put the coffee down so I can let it focus on this little baby cactus petal that's growing, and then of course this big guy. I told Mary, sometimes Mary and I, we love running our online store and our YouTube channel and all that that has entailed in terms of connecting with people and creating products and the entrepreneurial side of, I think, the dreaming of ideas, and then, okay, how can we make that happen? Whether it's a new t-shirt or a video idea or whatever it is. Anyway, sometimes we just kind of sit and daydream about, okay, let's say we opened a brick and mortar store. I don't think that's anything we'd ever do, especially with a pandemic right now. But okay, let's say down the road we wanted to open a brick and mortar store, and what would we want to do? And I have lots of ideas of what I'd want to do, but let me take a sip of this coffee because I'm sitting here talking about coffee and I haven't taken a sip yet. Okay, the store is called Cactus and Coffee, and the logo is like a C and C, and it's pretty straightforward. There's cacti. The atmosphere of the coffee shop is there's cacti growing all around, which that was the inspiration for all the cacti that we own in our lives. It started when Mary and I were, this was 1.5 years ago, we were in, Tennessee? Chattanooga? Yeah, Chattanooga, Tennessee. We went to a coffee shop and they had cacti, really big, tall. I think theirs were this kind here, Peruvian apple cactus, and they were like 7 feet tall, and Mary was just, she always thought she wasn't a cactus person, but she saw that cactus and loved it. Anyways, so that started us on a journey. We actually asked the owners of that shop, "Where did you get those cacti?" Because Mary's like, "I need one in my life." And we actually drove to a pop-up shop that business was having to, anyways, we bought a lot of cacti, and then this kind though, we've sourced locally. This is a native spineless pear, North Carolina prickly pear cactus. Prickly pear? Spineless prickly pear. Yeah. Anyways, my coffee shop, it's just decked out with cacti everywhere. And it's a coffee shop, and you can buy the cactus. I'm telling them about cactus and coffee.
No.
We're never gonna make that. Okay, you want some coffee? But I will say that now that I'm talking about it, maybe we just it's an imaginary place. Like, it's not actually a place, but it is. We're gonna brand it, and we're gonna sell t-shirts and coffee cups that say cactus and coffee.
Ooh.
And like, it's like it's from the actual location, but the location doesn't exist.
And like, some of the pictures can be like a mug and all of our cacti in the background all fuzzy, so you can't tell like that
it's not actually a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna sell coffee?
Well, I was thinking it was a coffee shop that the atmosphere, the decorations are cactus everywhere, and you can buy the
grounds?
The grounds?
Coffee grounds.
Oh, what? Yeah. No, I was gonna say you can buy the cacti. Like, it's kind of like a plant shop / coffee shop.
Okay. Let's do it.
But don't you think that would be a cool shirt? Cactus and coffee.
Yes.
All right.
And like, we need to order that right now.
Mm-hmm.
We need to design that right now.
All right, I'll be back.
Oh dear.
Wow. Look at this sunset.
I feel like the camera is not capturing it.
Outside. We need to take a picture of that and put it on the wall of cactus and coffee. Oh man, guys, wait for this. Yeah, the camera is not doing it justice, but we'll pretend that it is. Here, you guys just sit here and watch the sunset and soak up the beauty that's all around us.
We went and dropped off some packages, and we shared a burger, had a car date. It was awesome. I am back. I did put jeans on when we left the house. I was feeling really crazy. I'm back in my pajama pants because, let's be real. Enough said. And I am doing pretty good, just kind of allowing my body the rest it needs and just being okay with that. So, just gotta continue taking the antibiotics. My sputum culture results today, finished, and there were 4 strains of the Pseudomonas. I usually grow like 1 or 2 strains. And so I'm curious to hear from my doctor if that is, I don't know. It kind of makes me wonder, like, could that be part of why I've been having more symptoms? Who knows? But the thing about sputum cultures is that I get the sense, is this true, babe, that in different parts of your lungs you can grow different things? Or like, if I cough up some mucus, that particular part didn't.
Yeah, it might not be a representation of the whole.
Yeah.
But that being said, and I'm not sure that like different strains, like 4 different strains, is this significant. Like.
Yeah, I have no idea. I've never grown 4.
But yeah.
Yeah. And then it was my normal other stuff, MRSA. This time it was MRSA and trichosporin. So, just my normal friends in there. I brought this to the couch. I have a little cup of water down there so I can paint. And here is what I did last night. a stack of pots. That's my random fact of the day. I felt like a real... Oh wait, last night I was up later. Yeah. The night before, I felt like a real winner because I didn't get in bed until 7:30. The day before that, I was in bed at 6:30. It's 6:45 right now. And I'm like, I keep yawning and I feel like I think I might need to go upstairs soon. Remember when I used to stay up real late?
Yeah. Well, it was when you were often sick in bed most of the day.
And then I got a big burst of energy at night.
Yeah, and we, for a while early in marriage, we like fought that. Like we would be like, okay, well let's try to get to bed earlier and get up earlier, but the reality with Mary's body and her disease process was that mornings inevitably, no matter how much sleep or whatever, mornings were hard.
Yep.
And so it just early part of the day was never a great time. And so we were just like, came to a point where we said, let's not fight this. Let's stay up late and enjoy the good hours.
Yep. And in a lot of ways, my days have flipped. And now I usually feel pretty okay in the morning. My lungs might be like a little tighter in the morning, but I'm not coughing my brains out like I was before Trikafta. But now I get so exhausted. I mean, specifically in the last week or two. But even in general, I do get more exhausted. I remember right when I started Trikafta, I would get exhausted in the evening. And I have a feeling it mostly has to do with, oh, well, I'm just able to do a ton more during the day than I used to be able to. But anyway, I think I'm going to head upstairs and say, as always, see you tomorrow.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night, Poodle.
I'm going to give him a close-up.
Yeah, close-up of the Poodle Noodle. Good night, buddy.